There are moments within the royal calendar that transcend ceremony, moments so tender, so unguarded, that they remind us why the monarchy continues to capture the world's imagination. One such moment unfolded this year at Westminster Abbey, during the Princess of Wales' beloved, Together at Christmas carol service, now in its 5th year, and already a cherished tradition. Amid the candlelit grandeur of the Abbey, filled with choristers' voices and the gentle anticipation of the festive season, the sweetest scene of the evening played out in the smallest of gestures. The luminous exchange between a mother and her daughter. Princess Catherine had arrived earlier than her family, taking her place as host of the event she has so thoughtfully shaped into a national symbol of compassion and community. Dressed with her characteristic blend of majesty and warmth, she greeted guests with serene poise. But even the most accomplished members of the royal family have moments that reveal the simple truths of human connection. When Prince William and their 3 children George, Charlotte, and Louis entered the Abbey, Catherine's composure broke into a smile so wide it filled the historic space with unmistakable joy. And then Charlotte appeared. In an instant, mother and daughter locked eyes across the aisle. Both faces lit up. Catherine's with unmistakable pride and affection. Charlotte's with the bright, open delight that only a child feels when seeing the person they love most. It was a moment of pure recognition. 2 hearts meeting in the middle of centuries of tradition, reminding the world that behind the titles and expectations lies a family as deeply connected as any other. Charlotte, now 10 years old, has long been described as her mother's mini-me, a sentiment echoed by palace insiders who marvel at her confidence, her strength of character, and even her striking physical resemblance to Catherine. Just days earlier, during the German state visit, many onlookers noted that Catherine's long, straight brunette hair mirrored her daughter's, a subtle parallel that only strengthened the sense of closeness between them. Those familiar with royal events have watched Charlotte evolve into a natural presence, unfazed by crowds, poised in a manner wise beyond her years. Yet despite her growing maturity, in that fleeting moment inside the Abbey, she was simply a daughter seeing her mother, and her face radiated every ounce of love and admiration she carries for her. For Catherine, it has been a particularly demanding week, hosting the German President and First Lady, dazzling at the Windsor State Banquet in a shimmering Jenny Packham gown and Queen Victoria's Oriental circlet tiara, and preparing for the carol service whose message of compassion reflects so deeply her own values. Royal biographer Robert Jobson recently observed that Catherine has perfected what eluded many before her, combining majesty with approachability, tradition with modernity, duty with humanity. This balance is not merely taught, it is lived. And nowhere is it more evident than in her tender moments with her children. The carol service itself was infused with Catherine's guiding hand. In her letter to attendees, she wrote movingly that Christmas speaks of love taking form in the simplest, most human ways. Gentle ones. A moment of listening, a word of comfort, a helping hand. Her words acknowledged the quiet acts of care offered daily by countless unsung individuals, acts that weave together the unseen threads of community. It was a message reflecting the very spirit of the Wales family, whose public roles are increasingly marked by a commitment not to grandeur alone, but to kindness, understanding, and the dignity of service. This year's gathering was particularly special, for it brought all 5 members of the Wales family together in public, something increasingly rare and therefore deeply cherished. George, Charlotte, and Louis walked confidently into the Abbey, their presence a reminder of the monarchy's future. Yet it was the soft, shining exchange between Catherine and Charlotte that captured the world's heart. For in that instant, framed by candlelight and Christmas carols, the Princess of Wales was not simply the figure praised by commentators as the jewel in the crown. She was a mother greeting her daughter, a woman illuminated not by tiaras or titles, but by love. A smile, a spark, a shared moment, and the essence of Christmas lived quietly in front of us all.